All right. Hello and welcome everybody to today's threefold demo session. Today is October 8th, 2024, and today we'll be talking about a new tool, which is the FList CLI. This is something that Meek has been developing based on kind of initial script that I threw together, and he's turned it into something that's much more comprehensive and rather nice, which we'll be seeing today. So just a quick agenda here. We're again talking about FList CLI. There's code up on git.ourworld.tf. If you want to check out the code, check it out, build it for yourself. I'll be telling you a little bit about the tool and what it does. And Meek will be giving you a demo. And at the end, we'll have time for some question and discussion. So here's a first look at the FList CLI. This is serving as a bridge between the world of Docker and the world of FList and the threefold hub. It's written in the V language, works on the command line, been doing some cross-platform testing. I think Linux and Mac OS are good so far. Windows might still be in progress, but the goal is to support all three of the major operating systems. And basically what this tool does is it allows you to take Docker files on your local machine and rather seamlessly turn them into FList hosted on the FList hub. And it does this by converting them first into Docker images and then converting those into FList. So let's see, we covered most of the points here already. Linux, Mac OS, Windows. So yeah, for now on Windows, you can be using Windows Subsystem for Linux. That's also going to help you do a lot of other things in threefold ecosystem. So that's nice to set up if you didn't already. I already mentioned the feature about building and pushing your Docker files into FList. Aside from that, you can also list, rename, and delete FList from your account. So these are some features that are already available in the web version of the Docker Hub web interface, but actually the rename and delete features are not available there. So these are some additional features that you don't get through the web interface. If you want to reorganize or clean up your FList, this can help you with that. And now it's demo time. I'll hand it off to Meek.
So hi guys, good to be here with you. So you guys can see my screen, right?
Yep.
All right, so you can go on Git Our World. On the TF Grid organization, you can see the FList CLI in V repository. So if you want, you can have a look. Everything is open source, of course. So just for fun, what is it? It's really just a V program here. So a couple of lines. Basically, it's really like a wrapper of Docker Hub and the threefold hub. So I won't go into details there, but I would love to. So if you have questions, ask around, and I'll be glad to show you how it works. So let's start to see how to install it. It's really simple. You basically just copy this line here. Make sure you're in a place where you want the repository to be set. So let's say here. So we can see here I'm in a, let's say, clear repository. Then I'll just run the code. So basically it clones the FList repository, and then it will build it. So we can see here what it does, installing FList CLI, and now the FList CLI is installed in this path, so you can go there directly if you want.
You need to have V installed already before you do this.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, exactly. It's if you go there in prerequisites, you'll have all the information you need to set V. Really easy to install, and then Docker install, of course, and Docker Hub account and a threefold hub account. So let's see. Once you've set the FList, you can just run FList, and you can see here that it shows the help message. So what we want to do first, we want to log in. So FList login. So we can see here that threefold hub token. You should copy it directly there. But for now, I'll just put a dummy one and replace it so you don't see my secret. So then here it will ask you to open the Docker website. So here you can just select this here and enter it there. So this will log you into Docker. So once this is done, you'll see a message that it's working. And now for the demo, I'll just copy my token here. So now if we write login, it will show you that it's already done. So your FList token is saved and you're already logged in. So once you're there, you're connected to your TF threefold hub. So if you do FList ls for list, it will show you the different FList you have on your account. So we can see here. And if we want to compare with the real output, let's say from the 0s hub, if you go here, you can see here, those are my FList. So a couple of things we can do that are very nice. So let's say we want to rename some FList. We just do FList rename, and then you just put the old name and the new name. And then you can see here, it's been successful. So if you go back here and you check the list, we'll have the new name.
Maybe you can quickly show on the screen where you would generate your token.
Yeah, of course. If you want to generate the token, you just go on top of the screen, generate API token.
Nice.
And this is, of course, all covered in the manual. So if you have, while we're here, if you have any question on the FList, it's all developers FList. So if you have any question, the basic is there. So good question, Scott. So going back, once we have this, we see we can rename. And then let's say you want to delete it. You just do FList delete new name.FList. And then it's deleted. So that's pretty simple. So let's say now you want to build an FList. How do you do? Well, first, let's say you want to start with something you know is working. You can go on Threefold Tech, TF images. This is the repo where we store all the FLists, all the FLists that you're using on the dashboard. It comes from here. So what we want to do for this one, we'll build the Ubuntu 24.04 in MicroVM. So what I'll do is I cloned it already because it takes a couple of minutes to download, so I don't want to lose your time. So you go here, open integrated terminal. So now we can see we have a Docker file, and this is what we want because it starts from a Docker file and then it builds. So this is basically the Docker file from the MicroVM. So I'll just need to do FList push. And then let's say I write a new image or MicroVM demo, and then colon and the tag. So we can see here Docker username. It fetches my username on Docker Hub, and then it starts to build the Docker. And then it push the Docker build, the Docker image to the Docker Hub. And once this is done, we will use the Docker Hub image and convert it to an FList. So we can see this step takes a little bit of time just so everything gets done properly. And then success, your FList has been created and pushed to the Threefold Hub. So if we go back here on the hub, it should be there. So here it is, the latest FList we've done. And you can see here you have all the information. So the name of the FList, the user, and then you have the complete URL. So if you want to deploy, then you just copy this. Then let's go on the dashboard. Then instead of using the Ubuntu 24 image, the official one, we'll use the one we just built. So you can see here, it works. So let's say you have something that doesn't work, it will tell you it's not a supported FList. So this one works. And then let's make it simple. We'll use IPv4 for now. Then deploy on your favorite node. I really like to use Freefarm. Those are good nodes, but feel free to explore. So let's say I want to deploy on node ID 50 and then deploy. And then it will deploy the basic MicroVM image. So this will take a few minutes. Well, a few seconds actually. So we can see here FList ls now we'll have our new FList that is there. So if you want to rename it or anything, that it can take a couple seconds. And let's say you want to explore more the hub. Well, we already seen this, but if you wanted to have your own, you could use the Docker Hub converter. So basically that's what we're using in the background, but we're just using the API. So we can see here that we're successfully deployed. So if we go back just for fun to complete the process. So this tells me just that I already connected with this VM in the past. So just to remove the known host and then put it back. So here we are on the Trueful grid. And then we're just in a VM, my micro VM. So if you go on the left here, it's all the images we have on the Trueful grid. So basically you could deploy anything with this. So I won't go into details because we've just seen it, but let's say you want to deploy Subsquid on your own. Well, you have here the Docker file, so it will be the same. So Docker push and then squid, anything, a tag, and then this will work. And then let's say you want to clear this up. What you can do, well, let's say I'm going to show you the FList, the help again. So if we want to log out, you just do FList logout. And this log you out from the FList token. Basically, it removes the FList hub token from your computer in the file where the binary use it. And then it logs you out from Docker Hub. And then let's say you want to uninstall it, you just do a sudo FList uninstall. So if I do FList now, it says that it doesn't exist anymore. And one fun thing is if you want to rebuild it, you can just run on the repository we cloned. You can just do make build and it will build it. So we can see it's built. And if for any reason you want to test it, do some changes, you can go in the code, do your change. Let's say let's say this is just a message. Run FList for information, then you want to change it. You just do make rebuild and it will just rebuild the code. So this is now your new FList, your new FList binary, CLI. So that's about it. It's really a simple tool. And for now, as Scott said, it can be used for Linux and Mac directly. And if you want to use it on Windows, just get the Windows sub Linux system. And that's pretty much it. So really simple tool. And I hope you guys try it. And if you have any questions, that'll be my pleasure to help. And also, if you have any feature requests, it will be fun to add because it's really, it's not a very complicated tool. It's just really to get things going. And for now, it covers the basic of what you can do on the hub. So you can rename, you can list, you can delete. But if you have any other feature requests, please let us know. So is there any question? Maybe not. I was too precise in my presentation.
Very cool, Mick. Thank you so much. Are there any features planned?
Well, it's really to make sure that it works with Windows. And for now, I think it covers the basic of what we need when we're using the hub. So I think it's fine for now. Really, it's just to make it quicker. But the idea, let's say maybe next thing we could show is how to maybe work on to create an FList and then to publish it directly so we can see how fast it is. Actually, it would be nice to show you guys how to use the AI to create a Docker file that will be compatible with Threefold. So maybe next time we can have a kind of an AI exploration of, we just start with an AI, we feed it text on the grid, how we use the grid, and then we say, okay, create a program that builds a WordPress or some kind of a website that we can deploy within seconds once you have this. So maybe that would be more of the way forward, just how we can integrate this FList CLI with the different Threefold technology.
Yeah, for sure. I think we discussed this. It would be cool if you could, with a simple command, actually deploy the FList also from the command line and maybe add a gateway so that you could get a URL back that you could then go and visit, that would be really slick
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah,
to
of
think
course
more
that would be
about.
nice. Yeah, of course that would be very nice to explore. Yeah, of course. So I guess that's it for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask on the Threefold forum or the Telegram chats, and see you guys for a future demo.
Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.
Yeah, thanks.